stand, gonna find a way to change the game. You tell me that I should stay, trust what you say and that it's all okay. But everything starts to feel like a con, and I'm the pawn, am I right or wrong?
Welcome back to another show of Knock On. This week, the name of the episode is the Beast Buffet, because we're going to give you a smorgasbord of all kinds of critters that myself and several of the Knock On crew put down over this past year.
Initializing connection. Loading contact. Selecting field equipment. Equipment selected. Targeting destination.
He's bugling right through here right now.
Give him one more. Yep, that was him. Here, let's take this baby. This is going to be an in-your-face elk hunt with my buddy Todd Lowen at Red Willow Outfitters. Once again, I always head up to Alberta during the early season, and this is another example why. How close was that thing to you? Holy crap.
I could have touched him.
I was like, he was down that bowl and I could not get a shot at him. All I could see was like from his thirds up. I mean, it was like 30 yards and I thought, well, he's going to go right down the drainage. And then he made that last call and he turned right here. And actually in this tall stuff, I couldn't see where that first arrow went. I know it hit him. And then when he ran up here, I was already reloaded, but I wasn't going to follow up volley here. And then, tell you what, it is so fun to hunt. If you're not hunting, then you're missing out. If you're not bow hunting, you're missing out. All my buddies right now are at home getting ready for whitetail season, hanging stands. And for 4 years now, I've come up here, find a good outfitter, and the amount of animals in Alberta is simply amazing. Canada is just an unbelievable place to hunt. This bull came in screaming. We've been working hard, doing a lot of miles, probably, I don't even know, maybe 30 30 or so miles at least in 5 days time. But you know what? I've got 3 tags in my pocket. I've got elk, whitetail, muleys, and today this bull responded, came in screaming, and after all the work Todd and I have done, there's no way I'm going to be picky because I am super pumped with this guy. He's got a cool point right here, and that's what it's all about. Stay with us. Knock On TV is brought to you by Under Armour, always lethal, Nikon, your trusted name in optics, SURE-LOC brand hunting sights, Fuse archery accessories, Blind Ambitions Bail Blind, and Yamaha ATVs and side-by-sides, real world tough.
The Spider, it's the best bow I've ever taken to the woods.
Short, compact, light, and perfectly balanced.
Talking about a bow that's poison on whitetails. This is a giant.
Spider, born for one purpose. Get serious, get Hoyt.
Great achievements have a way of creating even greater expectations, especially when the achievements are greatly unexpected, like an uncompromisingly rugged hunting binocular built to defy the elements, yet whose high-resolution optics also defy dawn and dusk. The all-new ProStaff 7, outdoor life's great buy for 2011. It's what you'd expect from Nikon at a value that is unexpected.
Dead Center.
All right, let's go down here and check out this group because I've got some cool stuff to show you for this week's Dead Center. This was a very important test and one that I think every bow hunter should definitely do. And this is a comparison between broadheads. Not only the broadheads that I personally have sighted my bow in with, but also other broadheads from different manufacturers, just random broadheads out of the package. And this is really important because what I did was I shot 4 different arrows, and I put a different broadhead on each arrow, and on each one of the arrows with a different broadhead, I also put a different color knock. And what this shows you is, this right here is where my bow is sighted in, and for this particular bow I'm shooting my shuttle T-locks. And you can see my bow it groups great. We did this test at 50 yards, and you know, actually it looks like I dang near Robin Hooded that, which is sweet. But what's super critical to all bow hunters is that you know where your broadheads hit, because I'm going to be honest with you and tell all you guys right now that although broadhead companies market that they hit the same as a field point, whether it's a fixed blade or an expandable, that is not always the case. A lot of things come into play with where your broadheads hit, and you can have a bow that is shooting groups this big around at 50 yards, but if you change to a different broadhead, it could be off 8 or 9 inches, and I've seen them off a lot more than this. The faster you shoot, the more it will magnify this. If you were shooting a bow 310, 320 feet a second, I can guarantee you this particular head right here could have probably been off this target. And I tell you this because many times I've been in a hunting camp and I've gone into another hunter's quiver and see 3 or 4 different broadheads, and he says, oh, well, they'll all hit the same spot. And I'm just gonna promise you, most likely, unless you've done this test right here and you've shot multiple arrows with those different broadheads at a target, then don't take that chance, because the one buck of a lifetime might slip through your fingers because you didn't do your homework. So get out there, shoot your broadheads, no matter what kinds you have, and know exactly where they hit, because even if they're grouping like this and you don't have them sighted in to hit that spot, then they're not going to be any good for you. That was actually an expensive dead center tip right there, because I Robin Hooded the one arrow and glanced off that into the other arrow. So I've wrecked 2 arrows just for you guys. Maybe even the third. I definitely wrecked the third broadhead too. So yeah, that was like a $60 tip for you guys. Hope you appreciate that. Now we're gonna join fellow Knock On member Justin Schaefer on another one of his crazy excursions. Since he lives in Alaska, he's able to hunt all kinds of stuff that none of us here in the States would ever be able to go after. And this is an awesome Arctic adventure for a muskox. This is a super cool hunt from Justin. Now this very well could be the first time that this group of bulls have ever seen a living creature up in this barren land, let alone a 2-legged Hoyt-carrying snow ninja, which is probably one of the most rare sightings known to man or muskox.
The one to the right, he's yeah. Second from the left. Ready? How awesome was that? Here we are in Nome, Alaska, public land, do-it-yourself muskox hunt. Rented a couple sleds from Mike in the town. There we shot out north about 30 miles. Found us 4 muskox bulls, put them to bed last night. Came back up here today. They were still here. As you saw with that Easton ACC, that Easton Tracer, I just zipped that dude. Went ahead and went up there and put another one in him, right behind the shoulder to the Boilermaker, just for make sure he was down. But how awesome is this? Doesn't get any better. How awesome is that? Here we are, Nome, Alaska, public land, do-it-yourself hunt for muskox. Me and my buddy Dan flew up to Nome a couple days ago, rented some snow machines from guy we know in town. Came up here yesterday, did some pre-scouting. We found these 4 bulls up on this hill, and came back here a couple hours before light. Got set up on them, and this is the result.
Closed captioning provided by Trophy Taker, the maker of the world's best fall-away arrow rest and the Shuttle T-Loc broadhead.
Carbon is dead. Introduce an Under Armour scent control. A fusion of odor-trapping zeolites with antimicrobial silver. It's more powerful and works longer than carbon. 10 times longer. Strike without warning. Under Armour scent control. Never detected. Always lethal.
The moment you've waited for all year long takes seconds to play out. For months now, you've been honing your skills and pushing yourself to the limits of perfection. The entire line of Glendale bucks feature a massive four-sided shooting core that takes thousands of shots for the longest lasting, most realistic target. So when the months turn to seconds, you can answer the call. Glendale, the biggest and toughest 3D targets in the universe.
Now we're going to join my buddy JJ as he goes after a big old gobbler with his bow off the ground.
Yeah! Dude, let's go get him. Look at this bird. Is that a longbeard or what? Dude, how cool was that?
Knock on! Yeah! Knock on!
Windmill fist pump.
As fast as that arrow went through him, I was up and freaking rocking the fist pumps going on after him. That's, holy cow, dude. What's that thing weigh? I don't know. I was hoping you had a scale. I got a bow scale. That's a sweet beard, dude. That is awesome. Some good spurs on him, too.
They feel really nice.
Holy cow. That is a heck of a bird. Lone strutter. Look at that big old...
Will you outlaw?
Field Recon.
This tremendous bedding source right here is the end result of a control burn that we did this summer on a CRP field. And I can promise you, if you increase your cover on your property, you're going to hold more mature deer. So you may want to consult with your local NRCS office and talk with them about what type of programs they may have to enroll some of your property into a CRP program. On this control burn, we consulted with the NRCS office as well as our local fire department, picked the right day, picked the right conditions, and did a burn on this entire field right here. And I mean, it was smooth to the ground. You would have thought that it would have never came back and been great cover, but look at it now. A phenomenal stand of switchgrass and CRP bedding for the deer, all the results of a control burn from this summer. In the background you can see some really nice established switchgrass and native grasses, and what we've done is we've gone ahead and burn or disc, a fire break around the perimeter, and then lit it on the downwind side. We've burnt the downwind side. We lit it on the upwind side so it'll actually burn right into itself. But this is an excellent thing to do this time of year. It's a great time to find sheds as well, and this is actually an area where I'm hoping we can find some of the bucks that we were after this year. So really cool project. If you haven't done any of this type of work on your farm ground, you really need to take advantage of it. Go to your local or state DNR departments or wildlife conservation departments and talk with them about these CRP programs, and controlled burns and habitat improvement. It really does make a huge difference on your deer herd. So hopefully you can put that to use. For over 30 years, Lancaster Archery Supply has practiced the values of integrity, caring, and excellence to archery customers. Discover the largest online selection of bows, arrows, and archery accessories at lancasterarchery.com. Call on our archery experts for expert advice on all your archery needs. If you want the best service and gear, then visit Lancaster Archery Supply, America's largest archery-only supplier.
Lancaster Archery Supply.
The world can be a tough place. That's why you need a side-by-side that's even tougher. The 2012 Rhino 700 Fi from Yamaha. The toughest, most off-road capable side-by-side out there. Rhino. Real world tough.
Now we're going to join my buddy Thomas on a self-filmed hunt in Kentucky. And I'm going to tell you, if you guys aren't getting out there trying to film yourself, then you're missing out, because this is a great way to relive the memories and show all your buddies back at camp exactly what happened on the hunt that you were on.
I don't even know who that is. We have like 2 bucks that are freaks, tuner and whiteout, and I don't even know, man. Yeah! Unbelievable. I don't even know what to say. I don't know who it is. It's flipping whiteout. Yes! Holy crap, this dog's huge. Check out that beast. Holy buckets. What a giant. Knock on, baby. Unbelievable. Freaking stud right here. We've been chasing this thing the last 2 years. Call this buck whiteout. The first couple times we seen him last year, he was always on camera, and he was something would always go haywire with the camera. It'd be too foggy or something, and it was the guy who owns the land here, Rod, he had encounters with him and just didn't get it done. And my other buddy had encounters with him, didn't get it done. And man, oh man, am I fortunate today to be sitting behind this beautiful beast.